Hi, everyone. My name is Bobby Sanabria, co-artistic director of the BMHC, the place to be in the Bronx Music Heritage Center. And this is...
Elena Martinez, the other co-artistic director of the Bronx Music Heritage Center.
This is our 8th Palabreando event. We know everybody is feeling the effects of social distancing, etc., because of the pandemic, but have no fear. We are here to embrace you this evening with the word, and to introduce you to all of these great poets are the hosts of Palabreando, Bocafloja, and Lyrical, Bliss.
One more thing before we start. We welcome you all to the BMHC's Facebook and our audience who's watching, and we're really glad to be able to do this online with you. But this is our first one online. We've been doing Palabreando for a while at our real life space. It's our first one online, so please be patient with any glitches or things that come up with the technology. And again, we hope you have a great time. And please, our host, Bocafloja and Lyrical Bliss.
All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. My host, are you there? My lovely host.
Yeah, ¿cómo está todo el mundo? How's everything going? Welcome to Palabreando, bienvenidos. This is a multilingual spoken word showcase, an open mic. Like they said before, we usually do it in the Bronx at the Bronx Music Heritage Center, but you know, according to the current conditions, we have to do it online, but hopefully we can engage in a nice dynamic and just enjoy and share some poetry and some experiences for sure.
Yes, I'm glad, like I was saying before, I'm glad we have this alternative. And just to go over some small rules, we're going to limit it one piece per person so that everyone gets a chance to go. If we have time towards the end, we will invite people back up. Of course, no violent or discriminatory language or actions that will not be permitted. And yes, and we hope everyone enjoys everyone. Of course, you're free to comment on the comment section if you hear something you like. When it's your turn to go on, I will unmute you. And yes, I'm excited. So I will start off with peace.
Yeah.
With the spoken word. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me back up. Is my sound okay? Okay. All right. I hope I can make her happy. I hope that she's not too ashamed. I hope that she understands that life takes different turns, flows in different rivers, with currents I can't control. I hope she's not too upset that I made promises I couldn't keep. How could I tell her I've forgotten her wildest dreams? But baby girl, I can't control everything. I can't control the way people decide to view me. The way I enter a room and they see black before they see all of me. Make assumptions about this kinky crown that defies gravity. I can't help that everything I say is skin deep. The way I walk down these streets and my hips swing. I'm sorry, you had to lose your innocence way before 13. And that this world doesn't prioritize your safety, little black queen. There's a lot of things I can't control, but let me remind you of some of the things I can. I control the way I breathe, the way I speak, the way I enter a room and take up space that I seek. Let it be known you can't disrespect me. I came from a lineage of royalty. I stomp my feet to remind myself I rose from this concrete. Stood face to face with defeat. I control the way I fall on these knees to plead that God helps me and that I help me. Because time and time again, I remind myself of my beauty. That this beautiful chocolate skin radiates energy beyond me. Little black, beautiful, lovely, amazing, smart queen. My love, I'm not ashamed. I'll make you happy. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Lyrical Bliss. And so I'm gonna share one piece. This one is called Mondongos y Ojalás, y es en español for the Spanish speaking audience. Goes something like this. Celebramos la hibridez del lenguaje como una práctica anticolonial, como un recuerdo vivo de los domingos en un tianguis desafiando la periferización del consumo. Alguna vez nos vestimos con la basura imperfecta desechada por el Marshalls en un jueves de mega sale, que cruzó la frontera para ser vendida por kilos de vergüenza, por gramos de una esperanza con defectos a conciencia, y en busca de un Tommy Hilfiger encontramos la meca. Somos los de la dieta ambigua y la bendición divina, clientes perpetuos del antibiótico perfecto, tesis en regateo, ¿cuánto es lo menos si no le pierdes? Remedios para la gota, pomadas para la diabetes. Eran los soles inmunes a los paisajes estériles, reconstruyendo un oasis en cada ciudad perdida. El suelo donde la labia es un guardaespaldas que no recula y en un mal día te desconoce hasta asfixiarte sin pena. Mondongo es la sopa de un todo, pedazo de historia y descaro, un caldo de lágrimas, sabor a posibilidad sin reparo. Un ojalá es jugar a los números, la fe por el premio gordo, la loto del alboroto, la posibilidad efímera pero latente, la del favor de Dios y una disculpa de frente. Ojalá que llegue, que caiga, que llueva, porque el trajín se cansa aunque digan que no habrá mal día que por bien no venga. Ojalá es el crédito infinito, un salvavidas sublime, un tragaluz encendido. Ganamos, ojalá. Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe Crisbel, you Lyrical Bliss, you wanna introduce the first participant?
Yes, so before I introduce the first poet, I'm honored that we have our featured artist. I just want to introduce her. We have Rabih Ahmed, and she will be blessing us throughout the show. Very amazing poet in person, so we're excited to have her. And as we go on our list, we have our first poet, Latoya. Let me unmute her. Latoya. Latoya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, how are you, love?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. I did it. Oh, let me show my face. How do I do this now? Oh, video. Hey, y'all. I didn't expect to go. Yeah, I didn't expect to go first.
It's okay. We had you first here.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom. Good thing I came out right on time. Good thing I came out on time. Yeah. Anyway, let me go into my pieces. My first piece is Power. That's the name. Well, my only piece is Power. Okay. White, brown, minority power. We all wanted that men and women become widower. More guns, more violence, and less love. I kneel to the ground, head towards the sky, and I pray for humans to evolve. Evolve and see we're all one, humankind. I pray for the day our eyes we open and the truth we see. Politics, race, ethnicity were all man-made, used to divide and conquer. It should not be a shocker. But the truth is, we have more in common than they let on. I hope we stop listening to society con. But the truth is, we're all made from dirt and the breath of God. I hope this we understood. Blacks, Asians, Hispanic, under God we're equal, but in the land of the free and home of the brave we're illegal. Shot, jail, and robbed of what's left of our dignity. Government shut down, cease all activity. Why? All for a wall that say, they the Caucasians are good, but they the Mexicans are bad. Can't you see the government has gone mad? I pray for the day America lives by these words, liberty and justice for all. But for now, with my Black pride, I stand tall and fight. It is my call. Say.
Yes, fire. That was so
thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Also, everyone, after you perform, feel free to drop your social, your Instagram, you know, on the chat so we can all stay connected. Thank you so much. All right. That was a lovely start. Okay, let's see. Who do we have next?
We're gonna follow up the same order, or should we just mix it up a little bit?
It's up to you. I know not everyone on the original list is here, but we, you know,
Okay.
we roll called
Okay.
some people that are for
All
sure.
right. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you want to check. You want to say who's next? I don't know.
Okay, okay, I got you. So up next we have Alejandro Jimenez.
All right.
Let me unmute you. Alejandro.
How's it going, y'all?
Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Greetings from Oregon.
Oregon, ooh, nice.
Yeah. Awesome. So here's my piece. Got this idea after a poem I read from Fatima Asghar. It's called You're Mexican. You're Mexican until you go to a white college. Then you are Latino, Latina, Latinoa, Latinx, Hispanic, her panic, everyone's panic. And everybody wants to tell you about the first time they visited Puerto Rico or Costa Rica or Ecuador. You let them know that that's not Mexico. What's the difference? They speak Spanish too. Insert pearly white teeth smiling, lips looking like nooses waiting to tighten around the neck if challenged. You're Mexican until you speak Spanish too much and you play banda too loud. Then you are too ethnic, a bit too dangerous. They like their salsa mild and sweet. They just want to tell you stories about some resort manicure for their lily pink bodies, where the water is purified before it touches their skin and the sand on the beach is made out of stars and it is lukewarm on their feet and the seashells are individually polished every night and thrown on the ground before one of them asks for a cerveza in the morning. You're Mexican until you find out you only got papers a couple months before starting college. Then you are their shot at the redemption. Then you are a ticket to ease their white guilt. Then you are proof that the system is not broken, Alex. Every once in a while, they have to let a few of us make it to keep the carrot dangling in front of our faces. You're Mexican until you find out you grew up as a farm worker. Then you are a Yelp representative and they ask you questions like, so where is the best you picket farm located? You're Mexican until you approach the dinner table and one of them says, here comes the beaner, and they all laugh. And one of them tries to have your back and he says, he's not that much of a beaner. They laugh, you sit with them, eat your dinner anyway, because they are your friends. This is the price of the American dream. They will joke about running away to Canada if an election threatens their liberal lifestyle. White supremacy, it knows no borders. It is a global citizen with a passport anywhere. You're Mexican until you start calling yourself brown, until you stop laughing at their jokes. Then you are angry. Then you are like the rest of them. You're Mexican until you say no human being is illegal, until you say borders are just an idea we decided to build. Then you are ungrateful. Then why are you here? Then why don't you go back to where you came from? Because we planted and harvested the food on your plate. We deserve to eat it too. Thank you.
Okay. Give it up for Alejandro Jimenez.
Thank you.
Sure. Coming up next, coming up next is Brianna Knight. Is Brianna here? Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Brianna.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I was scared. Okay. All right. So I'm singing an original song. I'm also playing guitar. The song is called the song is called Walls. Yeah. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You put up a fight when I won and fall. You don't like to lie, but you still do so. If you keep hiding your feelings, they'll build up to the ceiling one day. You'll explode, and everybody else will drown in the overflow waves. That's why I'm trying to say is that you got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. I know a lot of people have hurt you. I know you still question if people still care. I don't want to say I'm a band-aid, but I can hear your scars. Close all the wounds that they cut into you. Boy, I know that's what makes you hard. Say, you got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. Day by day, you have developed the way to make yourself distant. But day by day, I'ma break all your ways, 'cause I'm too consistent. And everybody deserves love, especially you. The only way to get it is if you let me show you, baby. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down. You got all these walls, but I just want to knock them down.
Wow. Fire. Oh, I forgot to show ya. Got my little fire candle. Fire.
Really nice.
Wow. Amazing. Whew. So talented. All right. So moving right along, that was incredible. We have, let's see, we have Antoinette. Antoinette here.
There she is.
Hey. I'm
What's
here.
happening?
Hello.
Hello, how's everybody?
Good. How are you?
Bright moments. Glad to see everybody.
Yes.
I
Likewise.
have a little, if you could just give me a second.
Of course.
And I have a little brighter light. So, anyway. Trying to avoid my my dog from like knocking down the door, but we'll hopefully be able to go without their problem. It's good to see everybody. It's great to hear everyone. And we'll have a little bit of a blues if you'd like. A little good times roll, you know, because we need that no matter what. In spite of the world, the people who invented the blues did it through oppression. And it was the music that got us to our liberation. So we'll just, hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll all night long. Let the good times roll all night long. Who cares if you're young or old? Let the good times roll. Oh, hello, sweet people in this place. Ain't no problem with partying, it ain't no disgrace. So let the good times roll all night long. Let the good times roll all night long. Who cares if you're young or old? Let the good times roll, roll, roll. Kazoo solo.
Yes.
Hey, sweet Bronx in the house, BMHC. That's why we came out to hang out with thee. Let the good times roll all night long. Everybody, all night long. Say, all night long. Let the good times roll all night long. Let the good times roll all night long. Let the good times roll, roll all night long. Yeah.
Woo! Fire.
Be encouraged. Be encouraged.
Beautiful, Antoinette.
Thank you. The whole thing is about them trying to money launder. Go watch Ozark. The new shell company is called COVID-19, and they got all the money launderers in the world charging everything that they do. So don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. God bless everybody. Be encouraged.
Thank you so much. Wow. Well, I know y'all just got blessed with those vocals like me. This is amazing. That was beautiful. All right. What do we have next?
Do we have True Salam? Is True Salam in the house? Okay,
hello?
there's True Salam. Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I go by True Salam. You know, I'm glad I'm alive here on planet Earth, yada yada. And what I'm going to do is like not much of poetry, but probably like, you know, a dance through music. You know, so yeah. Give me a sec. I got you.
All right.
Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah. Hope that uplift people's spirits. The song is called True Spirit. I'm about to release it soon on IGTV. Look it out. My page is Absalom, the #1.
Right.
All right. Thanks.
Right. Give it up for True
Thank you.
All right. Salam out.
All right.
Right.
So clearly, Bronx music has it all. You have dancers, singers, poets. That is amazing. And moving right along, we have Esther. Esther, are you here? Let me see where she at.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, good to have you.
Yes.
Be here. One lady asked, "Have you heard about the lady who just died?" The other one replied, "Yes, 32. The other lady said, "Imagine all the things she bought yesterday. If she knew that by morning, she wouldn't be here." Oh. The other lady asked, "Was she sick?" One lady answered, "I don't know. The husband looks well. He doesn't look like he's in pain." One lady said, "If God doesn't step in, it will go through his head." One lady offered, "She said she wanted some chicken soup." And another lady responded, "You know, they say people like to ask for chicken soup before they go. I had a dream about Lucky Dube before he died, and in the dream, he asked for chicken soup." One lady said, "It's probably the stress, I see her leave before the sun even has a chance to stretch or yawn, and she comes home very late." Another lady said, "I wonder where they will have the funeral. I heard she's Kwiwu." And then another lady exclaimed, "I knew she was Kwiwu. I knew it. The first time she came in here and I was braiding her hair, I looked at her hair shape and I said to myself, this woman is Kwiwu. But you know, someone might think it's an insult. So I held my mouth." One lady said, "She didn't really make that many friends in the neighborhood. She was always walking slowly, quietly. People like that, there are sometimes God people in disguise, you know." Another lady said, "Her job was probably done." And one lady said, Nowadays in this world, you don't know when you will go old." Another lady said, "The cat knew." And another lady agreed, "The cats always know." One lady said, "Na Ayele is their neighbor. She said the cat used to sit on the porch, but a few days before the lady died, she just stopped seeing the cat." Another lady said, "Oh yes, I've met the cat." And another one exclaimed, "Hey, Beatrice, when did you see the cats?" And another one responded, "Oh, one day I forgot to buy tomatoes from Auntie Agi before she closed, and Nini wanted some stew for dinner, so I went to ask them." And the other lady said, "Hey, Margaret, you dear, every day you're grocery shopping in someone else's pantry." And the other lady responded, "He's going to need a new wife." One lady said, "They said there was medicine involved." And the other one asked, "Their kind or ours?" The title of this is Scene Hair Salon / Bedtime Story. Thank you.
All right. Give it up for Esther.
Yes, that was great.
Nice. Coming up next, we have Janelle Gore. So welcome to Palabreando, Janelle.
Thank you. So I go by Poetic J, and this poem, and I'm from California, and this poem I'm doing is called Dear Lovers. I let you into the most sacred part of me. No, this is not a poem about sex. It's not about disrespect after entering my yoni. It's how I felt after letting you into my poetry. See, I bottled your essence in my soul and I put it on paper. I can feel your hands all over me as if you're touching me. I can taste you as the words flow through me, as if your lips are on me. I taste you in every syllable. How could I be so gullible? I should say this poem isn't just to you, but it's to all of you I let in. It just doesn't make sense how I can let you play in my presence, then treat it like a present. And to you, it's weird, and words can't even explain it. When I write, it's usually to let go, but with you, it was more like a sense of embracement, which was weird because you started off as just a replacement. None of you understand what it means to get to this place with me. See, when I sit down to write, I look at what's on my mind, heart, and soul. Things are only on my mind, usually get passed to the side. But the things that make it end, more importantly, the yous that make it end, that means you're a part of me. I use you to breathe. And whether or not you was deliberately, you stayed in me. You still mean something to me. Even now in our separate ways, I still bow my head and close my eyes to pray for your safety. I'd never wish harm on you knowing that something could actually happen to you. To the you that I keep, you taught me it's not about the man whose touch makes my heart skip a beat, because when I'm with you, I can and although we won't our time, thank you. Love you. Before I depart you in this letter today, I want to say, I hope you became one. I hope you developed into the man you needed to be, and I hope you accomplished everything. And I hope to support you in everything you do, because no matter how you treated me, you still deserve love in huge quantities, and I hope you know that's still a possibility. From me to you, I love you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Wow. Lit. That was really good. Okay. Are you guys having a good time? Like thumbs up, like this is great. This is great so far. So happy to be here. So up next we have Michael Dale. Michael, let me unmute you. Are you there, Michael?
Yes, I'm right here. Hi.
Awesome. Hello.
I'm in Florida. Let me get my guitar out of my closet. 1 second.
Okay.
I was just inside taking care of my dogs. Hi, everybody. 1 sec.
Hello.
Okay.
All right.
So we have Florida in the building. We have Cali in the building. Of course, New York. Are we anywhere else?
Okay, right here. 1 sec. Getting my guitar out.
This is great.
Sorry.
Oregon.
Oregon, yes, yes. I was trying to remember.
The great city, Newark, New Jersey.
New Jersey, yes.
So you end up,
Yes.
so you end up with Newark.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I here in Florida, and I wanted to go back to New York, but because of the virus, we're staying put for a little bit, and I live in the Bronx. And one thing they've done down here is they've closed all the beaches. And well, Florida without the beaches is not Florida. So we're doing our best, and you know, I'm always on the lookout when I swim for the our little Finns friends. And here's a song I wrote called Shark Attack Blues. There's many fish are swimming in the deep blue sea. Some of them so friendly for you and for me. But when we think of real bad dangers, well, baby, we think of these. Hammerheads and great whites, honey, what could it be? Oh, shark attack, ooh, shark attack news. Shark attack, ooh, shark attack blues. Some of them are big and some of them are real small. All are scary looking, but baby, that ain't all. Some of them are black, you know, and others are white. Let's all get together now, oh, what's the hype? And if you're out there swimming, well, honey, don't you be scared. 'Cause you won't even feel the bite, you're just gonna feel the tear. Shark attack, shark attack blues. Don't mean to make you frightened, but believe me, it's true. If you get eaten by one, my chérie, don't you be blue. You're in the same boat as the others, so honey, just join the crew. You're in the same boat as the others, so baby, just join the crew. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great.
Great.
So hopefully I'll be with my fishing friend soon. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Michael Dale.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes.
Safe down there.
Thank you too.
Coming up next, we have Chelsea Bristol. Chelsea, where are you? Is Chelsea there?
There she is. Okay.
I'm
Hey,
here.
Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. Welcome
You guys,
to Palabreando.
you guys caught me in the middle of eating ramen, but
All
I'm
right.
ready. So that you guys don't only hear me for like 30 seconds, I'm going to read 2 poems. I tend to write really short poems, so yeah. All right, so this one is called Hallucination. In the world I see, knives become smiles long before I ever glimpse the blade. When the hallucination ends, all that remains is the fucked up memories I helped us make. I welcomed every hit to my veins just to ease the pain you would leave in your wake. Settled back into my shell, a hell where I burn at my very own hands. Lit up once again by my very own hands, my own friend turned foe easily. Once fears turn into tears at the slithering of snakes, I'm left to detach and hallucinate. That's the end of that one. And then, all right, this one I did not title. I find comfort in disappointments, knowing impending letdowns don't keep me down for long. Frustrated with all I've tolerated beyond a realm of understanding. Hopeful energies keep me afloat, optimistic in all the possibilities they quote. That's real love, the kind of love that reminds me I'm thought of, put above what I think I'm deserving of, through my swinging pendulum of moods, crude in how I address my hurt. Timid in the way I stomp myself into dirt, I find comfort in disappointing myself with no blame to put on anyone else. Common sense left upon a dusty shelf. That's it.
Yes. Fire.
Thank you.
Really. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Of course. Always good seeing you. All right, guys. So we have a special treat up next. We have our featured performer of the night, Rabih Ahmed, coming to the stage. A little bit about her. I met her at an open mic. She was dope. And then I got the chance to go to one of her poetry workshops. She is the founder of Love, Light, and Poetry, and I will let her, continue to introduce herself. So everyone, make some noise, snaps, comment wherever you are. For Rabih.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Introduction. I'm from the Bronx, Black Muslim woman. Yes.
Yes.
The comments over here. So I'm gonna stand because I got too much energy. Fun fact, all of these poems are brand new. They're within this entire quarantine time.
Ooh, new-ish.
That I'm reading like a whole set of new poems. So in addition, some of them are part of a challenge with folks from a collective I'm a part of called Survival Arts. So they have a 30 for 30 challenge called Decolonize 30 for 30. So if you end up liking the latter half of my poems, you might want to get on that challenge because they're super dope. All right. So my first poem is called Black Joy. Black joy is the sun shining into your NYCHA apartment, birds fluttering around your window, the sun setting above KFC. The calm of streets looking 7 flights up is the smell of a Ramadan kissing the oil, releasing the fragrance of home. Cassie blasting out the window bars, is kicking out the double-handed Turner, is birthday cakes cutting at the dining table, is a name chain in a box and a pair of name earrings the following year to match. Is freedom weaved into braids, climbing monkey bars, swirling down slides? Is a pack of chocolate-covered sunflower seeds and the cheddar powder ones when discontinued? Is the overpriced little store and the bruised fruit at Brothers? It is the one bowling alley in all of the Bronx. It's the Mickey D's across the street for snacks. It's buying a pack of gum and only having ownership to one stick. It's getting light on Gunther Ave concrete, hopping out of 31 buses, 4-piece nuggets from Wendy's, sweet and sour sauces to get me down B Road, to stop by Miss Chin for some hoop earrings. Black Joy is Richie Rich on Fish Ave. It's Tomas bread from the African market. It's patois off the lips off the dudes on Seymour Ave. It's a blow up from Bernarda's. Black Joy is finally feeling free and this joyful on my block to be this fly like I'm from another lifetime. That's the first one. So that one is for the folks who come from the North Bronx, Northeast Bronx. There's not a lot of us who are out here in the game who get to talk and share about our childhood and where we come from. So that's for us. Okay, this is a cute little love poem. I wrote it on March 3rd. Oh, I got a family member knocking. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give y'all the giving y'all the real. Funny thing is I knew that was gonna happen. It's all good. It was a bit right before the quarantine, but I thought it was something worth sharing. Caramel skin, mountains from muscles, eyes ignite our lives. Gold and glass gash into frame, seated in between his gaps, sliding down his lips to give me the touch of the universe. We expand, hugging the stars back to harmony, freezing ice caps, sucking oil drills dry, Sahara's moisten, rainforest brim with cool air, Niles form between thighs, watering dying trees back to existence. We create universes and start all over again just for extra credit with Mother Earth. We, the chosen children who know of no coincidences or mistakes. We know of the magic that rests in the elements of our palms. We know of the blood that took for us to be this galactic, this free, even when we are caged. We sing songs on 14th Street, 125th, Longwood Ave, and back up to Gun Hill Road. The 28 buses hold our kisses in the closing doors while passing back unlimited Metro cards. Train carts reek of our intuition, switching when our peace is threatened by lost souls who believe in coincidences and mistakes. We dream in the magic of this connection. The intersection of the black stars in Quisqueya is the Bronx. Summer-kissed bodies leaning, vibing on zodiac alignment. My Ganepa rolling Spanish and the depth of his cocoa and his Latinidad was the sweetest concoction I could ever receive.
Yes.
I know, it's so weird when it's like voice rappers. It sounds great. Some sounds. This is a poem that I wrote, very short, a poem that I wrote for my best friend and her mother. To Sashi and Marv. Not all mother-daughter relationships remain in shambles. Some have survived the plummet with grace, laced with callaloo, filled with butter beans and sweet peppers, hands molding dumpling and yam. Some are like dinner served on quarantine nights. Violations consist of hugs, loud laughter, choking on ginger beer, while hentified is reminiscent of the broken bonds around us. And yet some mother-daughter relationships survive the plague. Okay, I have 2 more left. These last 2 are definitely a part of the challenge. The prompt was to write a poem about something an elder has said to you. And I chose my therapist because she's an awesome elder to me. You have power, Rabih. That electric current running inside my veins that I cut short of its circle, because I know every syllable I spit lands like glass, forcing reflections. My words wave onto shore of earlobes, tsunami into consciousnesses, hurricane hearts into introspective processes. I am the solar power and the wind. Energy sizzles upon my skin. I seesaw my breath for control over gravity. I am everything I have dreamed to be. Speaking my truth in this reality, perhaps it's the God in me. Mystifying my body parts to do this magic thing. Syllables Houdiniing in my poems to tell of the rivers that ran through me for centuries.
Fire.
I can't wait to read these comments on the side. And this is the last one that I wrote after Asada Shakur. Her first poem in her book and her autobiography is called Affirmation. So I wrote my own kind of affirmation poem. Affirmative after Asada. I believe in better days and forgiving hearts. I believe in the limitless existence of words, of my name beating in the drums of ears. I believe in purpose on impact, in pre-written destinies followed through in the now. I believe in salat, 5 veces a day, and los pierdas energías que pueden Tag Spanish. I'm gonna start that over because you know when you got it by yourself. I'm gonna start that over, fam, because I got time.
Go ahead, you got this.
Dang. The Spanish gonna embarrass me like that. Okay, I'm gonna start over. I believe in better days and forgiving hearts. I believe in the limitless existence of words, of my name beating in the drums of ears. I believe in purpose on impact and pre-written destinies followed through in the now. I believe in salat, 5 veces en a day, and los pierdas energía que pueden curarnos. I believe in meditated love, like Buddha booed up with my intentions and Allah's plans for me. I believe in smoky waves dancing in the air. I believe lost souls can sail their way back to God in written words, spoken through the heavens while standing on the toes of the earth. I believe in mothers and second chances given to those ready for rectification. I believe shortness of breath is a universal call for love. I believe physical touch is medicine. I believe. Inshallah. That's me, y'all.
Fire! Fire!
Give it up for Rabih Ahmed.
Wow.
Really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any last words?
Meaning another one?
No, I mean, you can, but like any last words, you know, where we can follow you.
Beans, that kind of stuff. Cool. Yeah. So like Chris Belly mentioned, I have my own business called Love Line Poetry, which seeks to service writers left within the peripheries of the literary world. So I myself am someone who came up in spoken word poetry and realized that there's tons of resources within the literary world that's not accessible to us. So I facilitate workshops throughout the entire boroughs, and now we're online, so we're super accessible now. But the intention is to incorporate healing with poetry and community building and transformation work, to not just write poems for the sake of writing poems, but for the sake of collective and I guess like individual development. And we are a community, so we're actually having a workshop this Sunday called Who Gives the Giver? So if you're a giver and you want to engage in some conversations, especially now in this time of quarantine, you're probably going on a chronic giving spree right now, probably. Right? So thinking about the ways in which we can really start from fresh and hold one another and also just build community together. So yeah, that's this Sunday at 1:30. You guys can follow me at Artistry by Rabih for my personal stuff, and for the business, Love Line Poetry, and I'll drop them below.
Awesome, thank you. And guys, I would really recommend the workshop, just saying. Thank you so much.
So coming up next, we have Didi Range. Didi, where are you? Is Didi in the house or not?
She's here. Let's see. There she is.
Hey, Didi.
Hi guys.
Welcome to
This is so cool. So I wrote a song not too long ago, and I just want to see if it'll play, like the background, if I play it off of the computer or if I should do it off of my phone. So I just want to see if you guys can hear the track.
Okay.
Can you guys hear that?
Kind of.
Quite low.
But it's very low, yeah.
Okay, I'll do it on my phone.
Probably your phone, yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's all good.
We're all trying to figure out virtual open mics.
This is so awesome, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys can hear that, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, sounds better.
I feel like I'm in a twilight. a bad dream that just keep happening to me. Over and over and over and over and over again. Ooh. Why can't in my life, just for once, can I have my way? My way. In my life, just flow like a river stream. 'Cause I feel like I'm in a twilight, like a bad dream that keeps happening and happening and happening and happening over and over again. Oh. But I know life isn't fair. We just gotta keep on going, no matter what they say, no matter what keep happening. We gotta keep on going, keep trekking through the snow, no matter what keeps going on. Gotta keep on pushing on and pushing on and pushing on and pushing on and pushing on. Gotta keep on moving on and moving on and moving on and moving on. Oh. Thank you, guys.
Yes, fire, literally. That was so good, and I love the message. Thank you so much. All right, guys, this is going awesome. So moving right along, we're going to have Makai Lewis. Are you there? Let me see. Makai, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello?
Yes, you have a lovely photo.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey,
There you are.
sorry about that. I just came from grocery shopping. But
Oh wow.
how are you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. So I have a piece called Mama Art, which I'm ready to perform for you guys. Oh my God, I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Our people who art in heaven. Our people have made magnificent art since the beginning of time. Our people have made different colors of skin, different cultures, even different body types, thick and thin. Original actually means something. The darkest skin started first with the blackest features that have been looked down upon as a curse. Civilization was birthed by the bloodied black feet and the scraps of meat we were given after getting beat and beat and beat. But let me take you back to when we were kings and queens, back to when we fought no matter what the means, before we were helpless. When you were emperor and I was empress. Our people have made music as we know it. No, I'm not just talking about hip hop. Give me a few lines and I'll be glad to show it. Our people, also known as the originals, the Moors, have been given the vilest of chores, which have stammered our growth and increased our fears for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. We created the harp, piano, the violin. Yes, we created classical music. Go on and raise your chin high in the sky and be proud of the soul that has been molded and rocks and rolls. Oh, we also created rock and roll. Elvis Presley is only known for what he stole. We taught the Europeans how to clean themselves. The world repeats itself. And so does stolen identity, stolen property. The do-rag, which we've created, has now become the new silk scarf. Cornrows are now the bold braids, and our credit immensely fades. I mean, I'll probably hear my piece in someone else's one day, and I'll never hear my name credited, sad to say. But what about Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh? A white man with blonde hair and blue eyes walked up into Jerusalem to hide away? Revelations 1:14 is all I have to say. Egyptians are Africans and are in fact Black. You, my dears, are Nubian princes and princesses. It's a simple fact. I mean, really, one thing I was never allowed to be was ignorant with my factual history. I thank my parents for buying me the Black books at the age of 3 and for making me tell myself in the mirror that I do love me. I thank my parents and grandparents for taking the time to teach me more than just nursery rhymes, for buying me the Black books at the age of 9 when I realized I was Black because the white girls in school were perfect and I was only fine. We have been here from the start. Black isn't just beautiful, baby. Black is art. Thank you so much.
Fire.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh
I
my
really
gosh.
appreciate it.
I'm glad we caught you, and stay safe, okay?
Thank you. You guys too. Thank you so much. I'm still watching though.
Awesome.
Everyone's amazing. Have a good one.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
That was dope. Oh my gosh. All right. So moving along.
Who's next?
Guys. Next, we have Ashley Inez. Is you there? I mean, unmute you. There you go. Hello.
Hello. Can you
Hi,
hear
friend.
me okay?
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Hi, friend.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be somewhat close to the community, kind of, almost, just a little bit, in theory. So you gotta forgive my setup here. I'm kind of looking this way to read, but I have a poem that I wrote quite recently. It's kind of sad, but you know, that's how these times be. Paradox. All right, so you and me feel like a paradox. A kiss, a smile, a ticking clock. You see, we want the same things, but in different ways. You want something subsequent, and I just want you to stay. And oh, if it only worked out that perfectly, if I could call you mine and we could slip through time and then come again to find that we're right where we're meant to be. But it's not that easy, no. You and me, we contradict, absurd, connected, and yet amiss. Unrequited love, the sting and click, the sound of me and you moving our hips. Oh yes, it's something special, but it feels inconsequential. And in fact, it is essential that I leave behind this vessel. Sorry about my video cutting out. My phone was dying.
Yes, that was awesome.
Thank you for having me. Love everyone here. You guys are doing great.
Love you, and thank you for always coming to us. Appreciate you.
All right, give it up for Ashley one more time. And who's coming up? Edgar, maybe?
Oh no, Edgar's just a spectator. I wasn't planning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Edgar's
it was
one
on
of
the
the-
list. It was on the list. Okay. All right. So, Lyrical Bliss, who's next? Who do you have?
So up next we have Taylor. Taylor Corinne.
Taylor Corinne.
Let's see. There you are. Hi.
Hi. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
perfect.
Okay, great. So this poem is relatively short. I wrote it like during the first week of quarantine. So yeah, I was kind of in a dark place during that time. I'm in a lighter place now, so. The outside is closed, and I'm enclosed in these four walls. They reflect who I am, like the mirror on my closet door that holds my secrets, my love, and my hate. The colorful tapestries are my skin that hangs on to protect me. Dangling lights illuminate the ideas in my head to replace the bulb flickering inside of it. The window is my mouthpiece that I always keep closed. Because if the wind blows, my stuff will fall out and be exposed to those who surround me. Being judged by what I hide behind the hair pieces, face paint, and threads that bind me. My mind is overwhelmed with a darkness that needs more than 100 watts to light me up inside. I keep the darkness in my room when I leave and close the door behind me so it won't slip out and find me while I'm out there, where it's contagious and it gets to all of you. But no worries, because outside is closed and I'm enclosed in my four walls.
Super relatable. Yes. Thank you. That was great.
Thank you. So coming up next, we have Don. Is Don here?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Don. How are you?
How are you guys
Welcome
doing?
to Palabreando. Good.
I'm doing great. Yes, okay. Sorry. Friends is a funny word for expectations. Expecting the consistency to be worthwhile, that we are down, stuck like children's hands, glued together as a form of symbolism, symbolic, wanting our children to grow up with each other, because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Not all trees grow in the same environment, and friendships are like relationships, honey phase coded in connective struggle, similarities, common understanding, and then evolved into long distance, waiting for someone to speak first or disrupt this wavelength because I do not benefit you. And by disrupting, you may deflect and exit to the left, leaving me to figure out what the fuck I did wrong. And just like my past relationships, you will come back in with a hey bro or what's up, as if you did not abandon me to figure my shit out, forcing me to be an orphan, trying to be a part of a stable home. Maybe that's why I called you family. But I'm tired of you pulling the welcome mat from under my feet. And do not get me wrong, life is about figuring your shit out. But I was never able to figure my shit out. But please, don't excuse this as an opportunity to state that I'm clingy. When opposites in my life never attracted, and great minds start alike. I'm sorry that I was raised with expectations. That long distance was never something I understood due to the fact my love language is touch. A responsibility to touch my spirit. That the way I show love is through acts of service, because everyone should know that they are seen by someone. And I know you don't see me because just like a brat, I put my passive aggression to the side and throw a tantrum to be asked, are you okay? What is wrong? Am I okay? And I ask myself that because I often forget. And the way I know when your wins outweigh the losses, and that your history has been memorialized in me so that all of your dreams are watered by your past, I expect you to know, am I okay? I'm sorry that I hold my loved ones accountable, that I take notes, forgive but never forget, and renounce fair weather for spring, because although spring may consist of rain dropped from heated eyeballs, fair weather carries a breeze to push people away to be forgotten. And my inner child does not do well with solitary. Maybe that's why I support so hard, because I've seen how hard the world can be when you are left alone. Dreams easily being sketched at gunpoint aim to penetrate personality and leave you dripping with potential. And maybe that is why I can be viewed as heated, because as a creative, my dreams are my life, and I have been robbed too many times to know that when you have to find your way home with no shit, that you know it got real. Every piece of support matters. And by you making the choice to socially isolate yourself to me as if I'm a virus, it's an opportunity for me to quarantine myself to forget this added memory to the story of trauma embedded in me. You are not the first to do damage. I'm sorry that I have to humble you, because I may have led you on to believe that your actions are okay, not depositing anything into my emotional bank, but withdrawing constantly. And I am broke with no emotional motivation to pay your debt back. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have never been loved like this before, that you're used to people never wanting to know more, that you're just out of projection put into this reality, because my love is unconditional. I want you to eat from my plate only, although I always ask for seconds and grow every time they told you that as a shark, this fish tank you're in is small enough. I'm your walking autobiography, containing exclusive content of late night conversations with pictures of my off days, my depressive days, my anxiety-induced days, the days I could not get up. The bed was lighter than the body that is laying in it, and light burned as if I was a vampire, while the sheets felt like boulders dragging me to the bottom of the sea, and the pillows wrapped around my head to suffocate me. Those are the realest days, requiring real ass niggas only. So it's time that I moved on. I'm sorry that I have to break up with you, because abuse is not tolerated in my temple. I'm too young to have high blood pressure, and you are 5 pumps away from killing me, turning me hollow, letting life escape me, in which I will begin to want to escape myself, losing who I am in your vision of me. And just like relationships, my friendships deserve a last goodbye. My spirituality requires me to forgive, not carrying the weight of your failure on my shoulders, to be at peace because I've carried your burdens around enough. And I'm an emotional sponge, constantly looking for you to squeeze your bullshit out of me. I always wanted you to remember the lengths I was willing to go for you, to fight for you, to vouch for you to one day be able to see yourself. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That was amazing.
I'm gonna leave
nice. Very good.
my name below, and thank y'all so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you.
Right. I'm going to share one piece called Sanitation. And no apologies, even if my English seems broke. I broke it on purpose. No intention to glorify Spanish language either. Pay no mind, both colonial entities. I'm here to vulgarize them. Create a hybrid that goes beyond the borders of bilingual constructions, beyond the limits of sanitized social imaginaries in which my body is supposed to keep it always basic when it comes to my vernacular. Becky wanted me to dance salsa. We're the ultimate projection of a white colonial fantasy. Intellectual savages that can make Foucault look shallow while tapping that ass properly. Don't get it twisted. This ain't gluten-free delicatessen, because this is more Cat Williams than Saul Williams, and the complexities are evident. Because who's not problematic in the age of white respectability? If liberalism co-opted jazz and was able to turn it into the music of conciliation, you better watch your back because they're coming for your ass. And next thing you know, you'll find yourself dissecting wokeness next to Oprah. As fucking disgusting as it sounds, living or social death isn't a metaphor. I'm not the same as yesterday. Change is mandatory as we have been animalized repeatedly. Unfortunately, only thing I knew about Faith was Faith Evans. That's when Biggie gave me one more chance to face a life dilemma. I was born in the global South, defying citizenship. They want to gentrify my discourse, neutralize her political dignity. Today, they swear they love James Baldwin while still hiding their pores when we share the elevator. I said, 1 for the money, yes sir, 2 for the show with the outcast, elevators. Digo, 1 por el dinero, yes sir, 2 por el show, we out here, indicators, sanitation. Thank you. Woo. So, Lyrical Bliss, you want to share some poetry?
Yes.
Or music?
All right. So before I go on, I believe everyone has went on so far. If you would like to go again, you can comment that. We'll try to get as many people as we can, but you know, yes. So I will go. I'm going to perform a new piece, actually. It's a song. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Ooh, I cut, okay. They say a love like this only exists in movies. I smile every time your face pops up on my phone screen. Your picture perfect and I'm your screen protector. You don't need a poncho whenever we're together. I got you. I lay your tears and fears to rest. Just feel my chest. Don't gotta say more. I digress. We match inside to match in energy, spiritual synergy, creating symphonies with shades of ebony. You and I, You and I, you and I, it's you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. It's U-N-I-T-Y. Yes, I'll be your queen, you'll be my slim and my ride, but with a happy ending, yeah, we gonna take flight. Yeah, we gonna take flight. We go together like peanut butter and jelly, not F that like garlic hummus with the pita bready. Your palms are sweaty, my arms are like spaghetti. You got me weak in my knees, I ain't Megan, but I'm ready. You'll be my stallion, lover, and friend. The calm after my storm in a house in the pen. And when everything fades, I hope it's us in the end. Yeah, I hope it's us in the end. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, U-N-I-T-Y. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, it's you and I. It's you and I. It's you and I. Thank you. So
Give it up for Lyrical Bliss.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. So yeah, I believe everyone has gone. So now I gotta look at the comments. Is there anyone that would like to spit another piece by any chance? Okay, we have, I think I saw Brianna. Okay, I saw Brianna first. All right, Brianna. Oh my God, are you gonna bless us again with some guitar?
Oh my gosh, I was gonna try to be versatile with y'all because everybody's spitting poetry. I also am a poet.
Hello, welcome back.
Okay, I haven't written in a while because I've just been so focused on music, but yeah, I call it Trophy. All the boys running around, calling sisters Miss Blackie and Shadow. Playing hide and seek wouldn't be a thing for me. Gorilla back, loudmouth, and hothead made me the stepping stone for them to feel like they could find home in their body. Along with painting the sheds over and over with lies of stay out of the sun or you'll be as dark as the concrete, he would find the killer of all killers, the jungle fever thriller, the ladies that wanted light-skinned babies that couldn't wait to try some chocolate while he painted so many layers he wouldn't know what he was. He'd walk around like a champ with his trophy on his arm, without the plaque reading, I can't stand myself, but instead beating his chest. I don't want no roach ass, stank ass attitude having dark as the night sky, but I don't see her stars. Needs a bleach cream or two, but I done bleached away my roots. Hair as tight as a runaway slave's buck teeth. Don't know how to appreciate a king black woman. And the girls like me would stand nearby, heart pumping, knowing the message was for you, but it was really for massa. A cry for help or helping for a cry, waiting to have someone else's misery. I held my best friend's hand and watched as she ate those words, told me she never dated a black man. And when she spit them out, she started to collect dust like the shelf those men took those women from. I'd see her rip her flesh every time she thought she wasn't good enough. Like kissing open wounds for freedom, but ending up with an infection. Trophies are made of plastic, enough light and it'll melt, expose what it is, what you are, and the champ would find out we are made of golden sunrises. Enough of mamas, you are so beautiful to overwhelm all the things someone else's mother heard all too well before we ever crossed paths. I'm praying the boys that called us ugly think of their mothers and the people before.
Woo!
Thank you.
That last line and wow, you are awesome and so versatile. Thank you.
Really good. I think Alejandro wants to do it again. Alejandro, you ready?
Hello, welcome back.
Hello. So, I work a lot with like, I'm like school counseling and advising and that kind of stuff with high school students, mostly like brown students, right? Mostly students from like Mexico. And they're always using the N-word, right? And I'm like, bro, like, you like being called a beaner? They're like, no, I don't, you know? So I wrote this poem. It's titled on why Mexicans should not use the N-word. Because Emiliano Zapata was part black. Because Lupita Nyong'o was born in Mexico. Because Indian and black runaway slaves from Quilombo that fought off slave hunters for decades. Because they fill their prisons with black and brown bodies just like they did their ships. The criminal justice system is a new middle passage. Police brutality, the new genocide. Because Vicente Guerrero, the first black president in North America, threatened war against the United States if they tried capturing any runaway slave in Mexico. Because La Bamba was an African song sung by slaves in the fields of Veracruz. Hermano, I like hip hop too. And I understand that your favorite rapper drops his word every other line like it was nothing. So tell me this, how many times have you smiled every time someone's called you a beaner? Hermana, does it make you want to wave your hands up in the air like you just don't care when someone calls you a wetback? Come on. We are so fly, they call us illegal aliens. We are so sexy, they call us dirty Mexicans. You should not blame music for your ignorance when you say this word. Does it feel as if you have a cotton gin fan tied around your tongue? Does your mouth feel as bloody as Fruitvale Station? Does it feel as if you are strange fruit, dangling, swaying, surrounded by clansmen and children cheering because there is one less of you, hermano y hermana? They used to hang us too for questioning orders, for rejecting white men, for speaking Spanish, for acting too brown. And I understand that you grew up in the barrio, that it is hard to see a link between a black struggle and ours. And for this, they have given you number 13, blue and red, black and yellow, same tactics they used 500 years ago. They teach us now so that we can finish killing each other off. And I understand that you grew up in the barrio, that it is hard to see a link between a black struggle and ours. And for this, they have given you shitty schools that are waiting to spit you out. They invest more in your failure than in your success. But you are so much more than this. So much more than any news, than any tree that they can find. Your mouth does not have to speak as if you had a burning cross for a tongue. I know you have an inferno in your throat. I've seen this. I've seen this when you raise your hand to question, hey, mister, where did the policeman keep stopping my uncle? Hey, mister, why does the government want to deport my family? You have so much power in your voice. So much rage in the ocean that sleeps in your mouth. So let the moon pull the waves to turn this water into a typhoon, into a hurricane that their guns and their walls and their bullets will not be able to contain. And then they will know the teachings that they have tried so hard to educate out of us, but that our ancestors have always known, that black and brown have always been and will always be beautiful. Thank y'all.
Wow, I am such a new fan of you. Like, seriously.
Thank you.
Amazing. All right, so I see we had Jay wanted to go up again. Where you at? There we go. There you go. Hi.
Hi. So I'm gonna do this poem called I'm America. I'm gonna pull my gun out, shoot down, claim you as a threat and get away with it. What do you expect? I'm America. I'm a place that I'm gonna take my anger out in this massive group with a massive gun. Then the media is just gonna make me the victim. Talk about how I have a mental illness, which sucks for others, a mental illness, because this is the only coverage they get. What do you expect? I'm America. I'm a place that acts like it's gotten better with age, but really I'm just the same. That's why you're full of rage. I sit and I laugh in your face. It's kind of a shame. You really think I'm gonna change? I promise I'll always be the same. Crazy. Some of you act like you've seen a change, saying racism doesn't exist. Now that thought right there has got to be the craziest. Because if you read between the lines of the things I say, it's just in chills down your spine like the temperature is in the 40s. You see, my racism now isn't felt at the crack of a whip. It's felt in a backhanded compliment. You know, like when I tell your kids how smart they sound, coming from a colored kid, or when I tell your children coming from a minority background how good they're doing, letting them know we never expected them to grow. I'm going to show how low the bar is set for them. When they do one simple expected act, I'm going to clap my hands like crazy. If they do a tremendous thing wrong, I'll tell them it's okay. I mean, statistically speaking, your background, well, they don't do too good anyway. I'm going to set them in the pattern of the system I set to fail them. Now on to sexism. That clearly doesn't exist. It's not like women are still underpaid. They're underpaid more depending on their race. And you feminists, you just can't resist, huh? Going at these men, tearing them down, claiming you want more, saying you just want gender equality, please. You just need to understand. Please, you need to understand that a man can sleep around, so he's ready to settle down. You woman, however, what do you think you're doing? Losing your virginity before you found a husband. You do not deserve utmost respect. And speaking of respect, please stop trying to claim that these men raped you. They say you wanted it, I believe them. What were you doing dressing like that anyways? You really think jeans and a baggy t-shirt is okay? And if you were showing skin, you just need to understand that's in a man's nature to want to get you. And a man deserves to get what he wants in America. See, I'm America, and I like seeing you guys divided. Race going against race, gender going against gender. I kind of get off on it. Now do whatever it takes to make myself happy, never caring who gets slain on the way. I'm America, and I hope you're enjoying your stay. Thank you.
Okay, give it up for Ye one more time. Coming up next, we have Taylor Corinne. Taylor. Yeah. Is Taylor there?
See, there she is. Hi.
Hey. But yeah, I have another short one. I just want to make sure everyone hears me okay, because like this thing is. So can everyone?
Yes, yes, you're good.
Okay, so I love you. I hear it every day, but you just love the parts that I show you. Rarely do I hear I know you. My surface may be smooth, but it's about to crack with all that I have inside of me. If you loved me, you would have eased my pain and taken some things out. Instead, you squeeze, making it worse. How long do you think it will take before I burst? Do you even think about that? Or has the idea of love consumed you? I want you to consume me. Consume my mind, my thoughts, my every move the way I do you. No critiques, just appreciation, not just I love you.
There I am. Lovely. And I love your backdrop.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, who do we have? Let's see. Anyone else wants to go again? Adam?
You unmute me? Yo.
Yes.
Hello? Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Like, I want to do like another dance piece like from the song I produced. You know, during the struggle and stuff. You know what I mean? It's called the 19th Outbreak and something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you hear the music as well. You know, while I do this dance piece on set. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay, oh, you guys saw that?
Yes, we saw it.
So.
Thank you. I love that track, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Thank
man,
you.
check it out. Again on IGTV on my page. I mean, I sit out there, so look at me at Salon. Yeah, at Salon. Absalom1 on IG. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so see, I think we can have our last artist close it out. Antoinette. Let me see. There she is.
Myself.
Antoinette, there you go.
There we go. Just trying to get a little more battery life. So I'm a firm believer that we have a responsibility to give our young some civil rights music. So I'm going to also, let's see if there's a little more. Can you hear it better now?
Yeah.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more weeping, no more wailing, no more crying over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up the freedom land. Oh, 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 freedom, sing y'all. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Be a slave in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Live free.
Wow, what a way to end.
Thank you.
Amazing.
God bless you. Thank you, Bobby and Elena. Thank you, Elena, for putting it together.
And I want to thank our hosts Bocafloja and Chris and Lyrical Bliss. I want to thank them for their hosting tonight. I want to thank all the performers. Antoinette, thank you for closing us out, and all the performers tonight. And we didn't get to see her, but we have to give Saba, our social media coordinator, a big round of applause for making this all happen, making the technical logistics happen. She's here somewhere. We can't see her. I want to thank Saba. And thank you for doing our participating in our first online program. We're going to do this again. We'll reach out to everyone. We have some comedy and magic coming up on April 30th, same sort of program. So we'll let you know about that. And we have some workshops and things coming up. Bobby will be on the radio tomorrow night, WBGO. If you need to listen to some great music on WBGO, you can listen at 9 o'clock.
You can go to, it's 88.3 on your radio, and WBGO. W as in Washington, B as in Bobby, B as in God, and O as in Oscar, .org on computers or smartphones. And the show is called the Latin Jazz Cruise. And tomorrow I'll be interviewing a great female saxophonist from Canada, Jane Burnett, and her Afro-Cuban jazz group, Maqueque. It's an all-female Latin jazz group from Cuba. So you should check it out. That's the first hour. In the second hour, I'll be playing selected music. So that's every Friday. That's tomorrow night's show. Next week, I will be doing a special show on Maestro Tito Puente, whose birthday is April 20th, the greatest musician in the history of Latin music, and a native New Yorker from Spanish Harlem. April 22nd is Cándido Camero's birthday, the father of modern conga drumming. He'll be 99, and he's still performing. He'll be part of the show next week. Andy Gonzalez from the Bronx, the greatest Latin bass player in the history of the music, the Titan of Tumbao. He just passed away, native New Yorican. And also Professor Joe Torres, another native New Yorican who passed away, Willie Colon's piano player. So that's on next week's show. So thank you again to Lyrical Bliss, Bocafloja. I'll give it back to them so they could thank all of you for participating. Thanks so much for being part of the place to be, the BMHC.
And stay safe and healthy, please.
Yes, yes.
May I mention Sunday, Bobby, you'll be a part of Music While We're Inside. So Music While We're Inside at 6 o'clock. And it's from around the country, guitarists, country, western, straight, me, emceeing, but Bobby Sanabria will be singing and playing and doing his great thing. And God bless you all.
So thank you all for coming again. And again, thank you for a featured artist of the night, Rabih Ahmed. And for all of you, you guys were great, amazing.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I'm gonna unmute everyone so we can all say our goodbyes and hear everyone. Bye, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. This is amazing.